Okay, welcome back to the STEM Center. Today we are going to be taking a look at one of our interactive notebooks, and we will be focusing on our scientific method interactive notebook, which can be found on TPT, Teachers Pay Teachers, for less than $7. In fact, it's on sale this week. If you go there and click on Scientific Method Interactive Notebook, what you'll find inside are an abundance of vocabulary flips. As you can see, all the vital vocabulary that goes into the scientific method is outlined with these flips, and you paste those on top of the definitions that go with their appropriate terms. We also have different models of microscopes, stopwatches, and measurements that go within the notebook. And then we start with the first part of the scientific method, the question. And we have an outline of how an Australian monk by the name of Gregor Mendel used it for his pea experiment. And then we get into what a hypothesis is, and we have some fill-in-the-blank paragraphs within the scientific notebook. The next page is making a plan. And this is something that you can go over with your students as they actually produce the notebook. Next part is our materials list, and of course this is modeled after Gregor Mendel's experiment. Analyzing the data, and then finally what we do is we actually work in a quick lab. We actually provide what you need for the lab, and the kids can actually take and cut those out and put that into the pocket and follow the quick lab instructions and then analyze the data. In addition, we also have multiple choice questions that come with the scientific method notebook. And we also go over using math to interpret and communicate the data. This includes the scientific notation. And just in case your students have forgotten any of the scientific notation, we have a chance to go back over it with them. And as you can see, our students actually write notes to the left of what they've already pasted into their interactive notebook. Finally, we have a page that's dedicated solely to the conclusion. And then we have a concept map area where it ties everything together from asking a question to drawing a conclusion to coming up with new hypotheses. Then we have a section on models. We go over bias. We have more questions that have to do with analysis. We have questions that have to do with being able to analyze graphs. And here are some of the comments that have been made about this particular product. Awesome, it's a great resource. It's fantastic, thank you. Good activity for the beginning of the year. So if you get a chance, please check us out at TPT. Hey, welcome back to the STEM Center. Today's the explanation of number 1 INB from the STEM Center. Are you ready for your students' notes to become organized? Are you looking for a way to implement the 5E system? See your students' notebooks become alive with the STEM Center's new INBs. We've got everything from photosynthesis to the scientific method. We've got weather, simple machines, plate tectonics, Earth's water, life's structure, waves, electricity and magnetism, animal diversity, microbes, body systems. We've got ecology, space, the moon, force and motion, Earth's climate, chemistry. We've got great ways for your students to become engaged. We have ways for your students to have great exploration and also explanation. Your students are going to have fun while they're engaged. There's Venn diagrams. There's cutouts. There's hands-on exploration. There's all kinds of fun in our notebooks. As you can see, We've got notebooks for every subject, 25 different notebooks. We've got everything from multiple choice questions to written definitions to fill in the blank. We have everything you need, including clue cards and study buddy cards to become engaged as a way of extending your program. Visit us at www.thestemcenterblog.com.